Okay, what's up, Chicken Cubs? All right, so I had a friend that posted on Facebook, and he was talking about how this whole Mueller Russia situation with Trump, it's fake, and now that it's proven to be so, can we just get on with life, because there are other problems in this country that need to be talked about, right? So then he had a friend to jump on his post, and he was like, I don't care if there's no evidence, he's still guilty. I was like, how is he guilty with no evidence? And he was just going on and just, I responded, but it was like, I thought I was just gonna have a short, snarky response, but it ended up being like a 3-paragraph response. And I was just going off about how I wasn't even somebody that was trying to take a side, but because of the left and their shenanigans, I've ended up, I have to, like they've given me no choice but to move to the other side. It's like they're people that maybe would like to find a middle ground and, find some common ground, but they're so erratic. There's some people that are so erratic that they're zombies. I know that's such, God, there has to be a better word, because I know that word is so overused. It's so cliche, but it's just like they don't have any reasoning. It's all just like feelings, but in a bad, underbalanced way, like not balanced, just erratic, like psychotic behavior. Like I was talking about the other day how the immigrant situation is out of control. Now, I have friends that are legal and illegal immigrants, and my friends that are legal immigrants, they fucking hate illegal immigration because they've busted their ass to be here. I've had a friend from Romania. She would tell me stories because she grew up in when Ceausescu was when he was president, and with the austerity measures and stuff, and she would tell me stories about how they would have to stand in line every day for like bread and for eggs and for milk, and they didn't eat, like they didn't have any weight problems there because people were starving, and just how everybody was in fear and control. And she's so grateful to be an American citizen and not have to deal with that. And then I have a friend from Panama. My best friend's family's from Honduras. Like, they're all legal. And I have another friend from China. They bust their butt to be here and work here and stay here. And it's not really fair for people that come across the border and can just be like, all right, can get away with a lot of stuff that they get away with and get government benefits and everything. Now, I have friends that are illegal immigrants too that I love too, and I know that there are a lot of illegal immigrants here that are good people. But the thing is, they're trying to make it out like, all the legal immigrants are good people. Like, they're not bad. Like none of them are bad. Like they don't commit crimes. They're better than Americans. But I'm somebody that's willing to be like, okay, well, why don't we do something like let the legal immigrants get their immigration first. If people are here illegally and they've been shown to have good merit, they have to get a visa or something. They're not allowed citizenship. They have to wait in line like everybody else. But I don't think they should just be kicked and dragged and thrown out of the country. I mean, if they're good, but I'm like, all the criminals, those motherfuckers, they gotta go. But we could have some middle ground and talk about this situation, but the people on the left are just like, no. If you question it, if you say that there's anything wrong with our illegal immigration situation, then you're just a racist and a horrible person, and you need to die. Like, there's no reasoning, there's no rationing, there's no rationale with these people. Same thing like just with the Kavanaugh hearings, the Kavanaugh situation. He was guilty with no evidence, So there are people, like, no matter what kind of reasoning you bring to a situation, what kind of facts you bring to a situation, they're stuck on their own egos, and they're so drunk with like the ability, I shouldn't say drunk, well, the ones on top are drunk with power, right? And but the ones on that aren't, you know, powerful, people that aren't powerful, like people that I know that I've lost friendship over because of this damn election and the lies that have been perpetrated by the media. They're very, what am I trying to say? I'm going in a tangent. I lost my train of thought. Let me just say this. The media has divided this country. Not only are they, you know, they're wrong about the political situation, a lot of things that they've lied about on people, specific individual people. They lied on Alex Jones, they lied on Roger Stone, they lied on, you know, about Trump supporters, and because of that they've caused a chasm in this country so deep. I don't even know if we'll be able to heal from it. I hope we will be, but I don't know, because it's just so, there are people that are so, I know what I was going to say, they're so stuck on their own egos that they can't admit that they were wrong and that they were bamboozled. And there are people that will die before they will admit that. And that's a shame. That's a shame. Because, you know, those people have just wasted their lives. They're going to spend the rest of their lives in anger and in fear and in ignorance, and it's going to be all their fault. Because I think that, you know, the media is to blame for a lot of it, but I think also if you're going to believe CNN over like your own family member and your friend, then you actually have an issue too. And I think that the news media knows this. They know that there are people that have serious, you know, appeal to authority complexes where they have to have people in authority to tell them what to think and how to think. But at the end of the day, I think that, you know, yes, they're part of this chasm that's been caused in society, but at the same time, the people that have chosen to not hear people out that they love and respect, that have a different opinion than them and have chosen to disown them or abuse them, then at the end of the day, it's ultimately their issue and their problem. Because I have people that are liberals, that are leftists. Well, yeah, I still, you know, I love them, but most of the time, or the situation, it's been the fact that they're not speaking to me. They've cut me out. They've disowned me because of my views. And I wouldn't even say that I'm a Republican. You know, more of an independent, if that. I mean, I wouldn't even, or a libertarian, if that, depending on, you know, I mean, just I'm really, you know, I have different views according to the policies, but the policies that the left has is just poison. It's just destruction. It's just vitriol. It's just guilt-ridden anger, hate, fear monstering. I don't know. And anyway, so I'm going on tangents, but I go back to this this Facebook post, and I'm just going off. I'm just like, you ever seen that meme with Kermit the Frog and he's typing? I felt like I was like that. I was just like, just going off, and I was like, oh shit. I wrote like I wrote a soliloquy, okay? And I was saying, even in Austin, this is the first time in my life where I have friends here and there, and a lot of my friends, actually mostly all of my friends live outside of Austin. And I love Austin. I love the city. I don't want to move out of Austin. I don't feel like I have to move yet. But at the same time, this is the first time in my life where I felt so like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not oppressed. I feel like I can't be expressive. I'm very talkative. I express my opinions a lot. But I feel like I really have to watch what I say for fear that, I don't know, my car being keyed. When I drove for Lyft, I took some of my bumper stickers off because I knew that I was going to get like attacked by some people, because I've seen it happen to other people, right? Even though I saw somebody else that drove for Lyft and they had their Hillary Clinton sticker on, and I'm just like, you know, they're not going to get attacked. It sucks that I can't like be honest about my political opinion in Austin. Yeah, like when I've gone around Austin too, I saw a restaurant with a marquee, on the marquee, and I didn't have my camera. I should have taken a picture, but I was driving, that's why I didn't take a picture, and there was nobody else in the car. They had on the marquee, they were talking about making fun of Trump supporters on the marquee, right? There's certain places you can go. There's graffiti, you know, talking about people that vote for Trump and stuff like that. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. It's like gangster. So I don't feel safe being myself for the first time in my life. And when I first moved to Austin, I didn't feel like that. It just seemed like this election just flipped everything. And mostly it has to do with the media and the lies of the politicians and spread, like I said. But at the same time, it's just like this black magic spell has been cast over people. And usually the most people that have claimed to be the most tolerant are the ones that are most intolerant, the most violent, and the most hateful. And I just went off and I'm just like, yeah, you know, and just so you know, because of your attitude, this I was telling the guy that was, you know, on the post, I'm somebody that you've driven to the other side. You've driven to the other side. We can't even have any reasonable conversations or debates, because I think at the end of the day, most people want the same things, and I think that we could come to an agreement about a lot of things. We can have compromises and stuff, but it's just, they've just created this like field where like the both sides are just opposing each other and they can't like come together. And I know I'm blaming, but I just feel like it's more the left side, because they're not willing to come to the middle. They're not willing to have a debate or discussion or compromise at all. Even with the wall, you saw with the wall, there's people that, you know, they didn't even want to compromise. It was like, oh no, you give us what we want, or that's it. Like no compromise, nothing. Okay. Well, where is that gonna leave us? Where do you gonna? I mean, I don't know. This is just some crazy times, but yeah, man, I just realized how like upset I was, and then there's still people that are in denial of it. You know, like if I'm black and I'm a black woman and I'm talking about my feelings, they just, you know, push me aside and just like I'm invisible, like I'm a Russian bot. And to me, that's racist. That's really racist to, you know, to just ignore people's point of view. Like, you tell them what to think. That's what's, hey, guess what's racist? Telling black people how they should think and who they should vote for. You're the racist for doing that. Okay. So anyway, I know I went all over the place. I think I made sense. So we'll see what happens. Like I said in the last video, I think they have something up their sleeve. I'm about to pass out. My windows are up. It's hot. It's hot today. But yeah, what are your thoughts on, I know I have a lot of people that have joined this page because of me talking about politics and vaccines and other things, but I'm curious to know. I love when you guys tell me your stories. I love watching the walk away videos. Like, if a new one pops up, I'm all about it. I'm like going down the rabbit hole. Brandon, I can't think of his last name. Straka. Brandon Straka is having 2 screenings in New York City and they're both in New York City. So it's one kind of targeting black people and another one targeting gay people. I'm saying targeting. Targeting is not the right. Targeting is more negative, but they're gonna have walk-away testimonials with Q&As afterwards. I think that's great. And it's weird because I'm not really into identity politics, but I also think that as a society, we've been so brainwashed and so like kind of put in a state of fear that there are a lot of people that still don't want to have certain discussions unless they have that safe space of having their own gender or their own race involved. So I think this is a way to open up and branch out. But as for the walkaway movement, more so, I really like that way more than Blexit, because I feel like it's more inclusive. It's inclusive basically of everybody, right? It's anybody, no matter what race, sexual orientation, gender, nationality. It's great. I think he's such a genius for doing this, and God bless him. Maybe this is one of the things that is going to open things up and get people talking and getting us to come to that middle ground. So yeah, tell me your stories. I want to know, were you always on the right, and what made you come to the Or just, you know, not even saying you have to be a Republican, or just, but walk away. What made you walk away from the left? I want to know. I'm just curious. All right. That's it, you guys. Peace and love. Talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.